I don't want to say stupid, but it's pretty stupid.
It's borderline.
Do not do
Stupid.
that. Do not do that. You can pick it 3rd and 4th when you're able to make sure that you can get that combo. The enemy's got an opening, as we said, the best demonstration of the Shake Morph was when it was picked against EG, when EG opened with Joe Magnus, and you had Aster being able to ban out A in the second phase. Like, that's the setup. If you can't do that, don't do it.
This is interesting, though. We're now into reserve time here, as you can see on the overlay.
Yeah, using a lot in this. Oh, and okay, we've been seeing more and more of this Timber. It's been mostly B Coast and EG banning it, obviously. Maybe that means we're getting a Jug plus a melee streak carry?
Perhaps.
Yeah,
well, you meant a medic, but yeah, I got you.
Listen to what I mean, not what I say.
Yeah, I hear you. Don't worry, buddy.
I understand.
Is that kind of what you feel that means, or why do you ban the Timber? It feels like that's possibly, I'm not sure.
I mean, yeah, and sort of the other strength cores that come to mind that you're going to be comfortable with.
It's just something that Liquid likes a lot too, like specifically for this team. Yeah, they're very happy with it. They like trying to give them the 1v1.
A lane winner as well. You don't really lose the lane on that hero.
And it messes with like the Kunkkas, the Legions, the Abandons in particular. I feel like 3 heroes that each of them likely to want to jump into. So I think the first question is, are they going to go for a Jog or Magnus? Or is the first pick
Void or a Coddle?
Yeah.
Oh, Void's still there. Hang on.
See the fly? That's going to be the fly Coddle.
I think it's got to be the Void. I think you're taking first pick Void in this game. If you ban Drow, you're taking first pick.
Nah. Flies like RT Devin first hitting your Void a lot.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Smart.
But let's copy a different team.
So now they take this, and now if they take the Void, then you have the Coddle, which is like I'm not gonna counter versus the Void anyway for like some kind of team fight. Plus you have the Coddle Night Stalker combo, so there's sort of some pressure on. Yeah, I think Liquid's probably gonna be forced to do it here.
And what do you want to pair with that? You just
10 seconds remaining.
With the Coddle, if they had to take the Coddle,
I think number one hero to pair with the Coddle and line against the old Night Stalker would be a CK. But then obviously the thing is comes into play where the Night Stalker might not necessarily be in that lane.
Oh, the coverage.
Coddle, of course, but no, the Venge as well as this Enigma. This is one of the only successful persons I've seen. Blink Enigma. Doesn't matter if it's for 25 stuns, 35 stuns.
Brown boots, blink dagger.
Don't matter.
Every game from Tiger. Let's go.
The Venge. Liquid's been picking up a few other teams have as well, as we've seen it as 5 and right? I think they played as 5 on Insane.
Yeah, it should be Insane, yeah.
I was a bit of a Venge hater coming into this tournament, but after seeing some of the games and I'm able to Venge myself too, I gotta say the Dead Illusion thing is pretty awesome. Like, even when you don't have auras, because that was the thing that did like for a 5, it didn't seem that valuable, but you can still get a lot done in a team fight, even with just your illusion running around and helping out, even if it's just your talent aura. It's still very good.
A lot of damage.
And it's really nice. I do like it because they would have expected, right, that that's all it's going to be like. It's the second pick, and already that Venge itself, it's just going to be a brilliant hero for getting people out of the Will-O-Wisp. Also away from the Night Stalker and his silence. So if you do want to get one of those cores, like a Void still that gets heavily crushed by that AoE summons before he can get his BKB, now you've at least got a reliable way getting him out of there.
Yep.
Got a question. Obviously, Crit liked playing Ricky, and the last time we really saw one dogfight, played it against even Crit played it. That was
MDL Macau.
That was MDL Macau.
Right here casting it. Yep.
And he straight up owned.
Yeah,
Is there any chance?
5%? Ricky?
Yes, 5%, 1%, 0.
I don't think the Enigma jungle's enough for it to be that good.
I thought
I'll give it a 10% chance.
Okay.
Hey, it's game 1 of a best of 3. 10%. If there's a time to try it, this would be the time to do it in the first game.
Well, I looked at Cap, and he gave me a very solid 0. I don't think you can actually put a 0%. That's not how percentages work, but, you know, whatever.
And math.
Well, you can do a 0%.
How?
0% chance, though.
0%? What do you mean?
10% is 0. It's like dividing by 0.
10 seconds.
But 0% is nothing.
Yeah, so why not just say 0?
This is like the battle of genius.
Why would you say 0?
Like I'm getting smarter being in between you two right now.
The term 0 gravity.
Innocent till
there's no gravity. Not just 0.
Proven guilty. Oh, and you have to prove this.
Explain quantum entanglement then.
Well, I can't do it very much, but I can explain that Kunkka ban because he's a good hero.
I think that was the second phase bans we discussed for the team. It has the 10th pick. Yeah, man, we're good. Once they ban OD2, we're psycho.
You think they will?
Who? EG?
Liquid will ban OD.
I don't think Arbe's going to play it because he pretty much only plays Ember and Invoker from what I think.
But don't you want to see him possibly mix it up after losing the Lit 2 series already? Gotta change something
but I don't know if he will.
Okay.
They seem to be keeping him on as Invokers and Embers. Both heroes, of course, still in the pool.
I think that Bristle ban's a little surprising.
Yes.
How often do you see the Carl team ban
Team
Bristle?
Liquid's
I guess
turn
it's one
to
of the
ban.
few heroes who's decent thugger as well, because the nuke's not as good. You just run
Exactly.
away, and he actually does more damage than you do to him. Maybe they're just scared of that frontline pressure, or just getting run over. Aiken and Bristle both. Into these 20 to 25 minutes, you have a good lane. You're just
Yeah, one of those instances where you just get items on Enigma.
See, Liquid
10 seconds remaining.
take away, boys of EG. I mean, so we
5
know,
seconds
He
remaining.
does play the Wyvern. I wonder if that's worth banning. I mean, they've kind of proven they don't care enough about the black hole, so perhaps they'll just ignore it and go for more important things.
I mean, do you expect them to pick something to go through BKB for the Enigma?
Team
Stop him.
Liquid's
I mean,
turn
they're-
to
should.
Oh,
Even if it's
the
small.
Rubik was still in. That's way better.
Oh, whoop, black hole
forgot
guaranteed
that was
every
there.
time.
Yeah.
One of the few heroes that guaranteed black hole. Damn good one to steal. I'm curious, going back to Night Stalker, how good do you guys coming into this tournament? Obviously, some people were saying it's good. How good do you think it's
I think it's very good if you have 3 core players willing to play it.
okay.
I
10
think it's
seconds
also
remaining.
very good if you don't. So, in your
So
answer
it's
to your
a very
question,
good
it's a
hero.
very good hero.
Man, my
But I mean,
IQ
it
just
is-
keeps going up
It
and up.
is especially good if you have 3 cores. What was it? Vichy Gaming, right?
Geniuses.
8
Yeah.
playing a role.
Ooh, I liquid. Is this EG?
We got the teams the right way. We needed production.
So, are you guys? What are you guys thinking? And is it like the 4 Pango like EG's played it, or
I think it's reversed. I think it's
Okay.
a boxy Pango and it's a
It's gotta be boxy
Taiga
Pango.
Enigma.
Tyga's shown he's just good at Enigma? Don't really
Yeah.
off that hero,
10
and it can be
seconds
block
remaining.
greedy, right? With Enigma's a 4, you can jungle while Pango can't the other way around.
Like
5
Enigma can basically
seconds
pull the
remaining.
lane back, move to the jungle, the wave pushes in, Pango's able to get that farm. Already is a bit of a safe lane. I mean, who knows?
I think it was a deny pick as well, possibly. I mean,
think
EG's the
that-
one team playing it, and
Pango plus Cole, and that's it. It would certainly have been a possibility for each.
The,
So a little bit of it
uh,
is taking away from it.
The double swap is pretty good, but
Whoa.
this is quite a hero.
was that TNC we saw play for Disruptor?
Yeah,
Looks
for
like
Tim's.
That's what it'll be here.
Rushed
And
18
I-
negatives.
Yeah, I like it because it disables. I mean, you get that if as a 4, you get it quicker, you get that Aghanims, and you have a huge impact. Like,
And you've got to sort of consider the vision game, the chase game, right? The E3 heroes,
Oh, yeah.
if they want to kill you, they're going to kill. They're going to be able to chase you halfway across the map.
I
that's
don't
Five
particularly like
seconds
this
remaining.
that much here. They already have swap. Enigma BKBs and blinks before he like you're not gonna cancel once he's
True.
BKB.
So why do you think they picked it then?
Uh,
Evil
it's kind of
geniuses
strange.
More
turn
team
to
fight, and I
ban.
think it's about the chase. It's this idea, like I feel like they're gonna get some tower pressure, and they're probably just gonna try and like run this game down. Probably like tower pressure and roshing is the 2 most important things left for EG right now. I see TA still in the pool.
Yeah.
PL,
Isn't PL not good versus
I
Night Stalker?
was
He just
kinda-
has double block.
right, as a PL, you're already, now as a PL, you're heavily relying, right, on the
10
Venge to sort of save your
seconds
bacon. Because
Every
you, if
time.
Night Stalker gets on top of you, you're screwed. Manta's not going to do
5
it.
seconds
It's silence.
remaining.
If Disruptor drops a note on you, you're screwed. You have to make sure that the save's going to be there from the Venge.
I've played this game before, but guys, click hero portraits up top for the love of God.
Turn to ban.
That's
Like,
like just trying to click the PL, doing all this stuff. That's what the icons.
So it looks like it is the RTZ.
Hopefully, I'd rather RTC play it. I think after seeing Eurus's performance from Vici Gaming, like he showed us how solid Night Stalker is. Like this is exactly what Vici, right? They picked Night Stalker, first pick, put it in the safe lane.
10
Yeah, one of the best
seconds
games we've ever seen of a Night Stalker,
And-
and in a core
Yeah.
position.
And
So
not
if,
only just the voice,
5
right? Look, we
seconds
saw him when he
remaining.
got the Abyssal Blade and items. That hero does a lot of damage with that
Yes.
ulti.
I'm going to see a whole different kind of RTC void.
Nice.
This is-
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, very good.
All right, last picks. Do we got any guesses? We'll let the last band go out, and then you each have to pick one of the teams.
Which one do you
call
want?
a pick, or you're off the panel.
Okay.
Oh shit.
We're off the
I
ship.
run a tight ship.
We're on
here.
the plane back home.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, we're gonna make PG there. Airport team.
Well, Ember.
I've never.
It's
Do you ever see
seconds
teams at the
remaining.
airports when you go back home?
I've
sometimes.
seen- I've flown with. Yeah, I've flown with. That's about it.
Only like when they're on your shuttle. That's the worst. On your shuttle to the airport, like the day after they lost, that was a little like, ooh. Oh, hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah, hopefully you're just not like Slacks. Congrats on the win. We lost. Oh. Okay, so they're batting out the Abed. So technically, as you guys been
I
saying,
mean, I know OD
Invoker's-
looks good. I like OD when I have a lot of vision. Just like keep getting charges off during fights. See the PL as well. It's like low int to start. Punching
And you
early.
kind of want another. I know we talked about it. I know when you said you like more of these playmakers. Do you think you need a little more care with the Omni Disruptor Coddle on your team? Like you don't. I mean, you're pretty much all in on Night Stalker's physical damage, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
DK, let's go.
Liquids, turn to
DK. No, Storm. Ooh.
I'll bet Storm.
The only thing that's going to stop is a Magic Missile, Rolling Thunder, and a Black Hole. These aren't sort of reliable catches, right? Two of them are ultimate, one's a slow-moving projectile. You got fast fingers on the Storm, you're not going to die. You're not going to die. It's a pretty solid Storm game. And the thing is, you know the Liquid side, Blitz, he's watching the show, he's going, a good Storm game.
It's game's over.
Look at his face.
We knows.
Oh, this is a good Storm game.
All right, who you?
But now Blitz, he's got to know what to pick. Right?
Well, I
See, the
mean,
final pick Storm,
this-
Blitz is going to have the answers.
This team loved Storm. Picked it all the time last year. It was one of Kofa's best heroes. They were first picking it for a while. Right?
That and Brood. They were
That's
bringing both, yeah.
intense. Just like first phase Storm Speed, they have so much confidence in it. So you have to imagine they also understand a lot of its weak matchups.
Miles.
But did you just say Brood? It's a Brood.
No, I said
did.
they were first picking Brood and Storm.
But why not Brood? Does Brood just get... Do you have too tough of a
I
game?
think
I
with-
think quite if we could get away with a Brood game here.
If you want them to make a lot of space. But I feel like Night Stalker is very cheap. Yeah, you don't want a Brood here.
I don't think
There's
yeah.
too much.
I think it's behind the lanes.
Too much catch.
I like that.
Okay.
So it's gonna be kind.
The time.
All right, and it is the Tiger. Enigma.
RTZ. Not
Uh,
Stalker.
All right, guys. Everyone take a deep breath for 3 seconds, and then I want to hear some sweet explanations on which team you will win. Most importantly,
Why? To me, I'm favoring EG here. I'm not really that into this idea of the Fan Lancer. Relatively weak protection in lane. Like you have a Vengeful Spirit who's not the best 5 in the laning stage, and then you have a support Enigma along with this off Pango. I feel like there's so much pressure on Quick and Boxy to make so many moves at the start of this game and get a lot of kills done.
I've got to agree. I think the PL is a risky pick. The Tiny, sure, it might be able to sort of edge Arbed out of lane, but we've seen Arbed so many times be able to recover, and Storm's a perfect hero to do so. He can very easily kill off the neutrals, and the playmaking from EG is going to be pretty insane, being able to move around with the RT's Night Stalker, whereas they do have like this Tiger Enigma. Right? It's a little bit greedy. They're going to need a little bit of time for him, so he can go for the which is going to get sort of 10 minutes in. But the amount of ways they can get to the backlines, and the fact that they've got Ramses as well ready to save them, I think all in all, EG's got not just a slightly better draft, I think it's an extremely better draft. The EG game for EG.
Crit and Fly's position is very important here, though. Like if they just get caught by box here, that these fights don't look important. Like support system here, they can watch those early aggressive movements and try and counter the TPs to the tier towers.
okay, sounds like the man was thinking I have the better draft, but we're gonna hear from the mans with the plan, Lyrical.
Are you ready to rumble?
Never failed to impress with that much pros there, Grant. And man, Cap, here we are. It's going to be EG versus Liquid. The panel's feeling EG. Really? Feeling the boys in blue as well?
I am a little bit. I think that Phantom Lancer is definitely a curveball, but both sides really did take a lot of curveballs here. We have 2 new heroes from Liquid that they haven't picked this tournament, both in the Pango as well as the Phantom Lancer, and 3 new heroes on the side of EG. They haven't picked Spirit or Night Stalker at this tournament. And I think no Omni either. I'm pretty sure about that. So all 3 of their cores are different from what we've seen so far at MDL. And I think that's important because obviously these teams can play it. Both of the teams are very well experienced and such. But when you come into this tournament, especially since there's not a whole lot of information outside of this tournament, right? The last time we saw EG was the NA qualifiers. There is going to be a distinctive idea of how to play the game, and that's going to adapt a little bit as you start playing more matches. And Evil Geniuses, they're certainly taking away from their greedy approach that they had before, and they're going to be playing a very fast pace, and it's Liquid who are going to be taking the greedier approach against DP.
Be interesting interesting to watch how that plays out. I think that probably that matchup the other day against BO3 Gaming told a lot to EG about how they might need to play going forward. Is going to tangle on through there and get away from the illusion. The other thing is that it's just the type of matchup where, you know, TZ's playing on this Stalker. I want to see how much more involved he gets. You were saying even during the draft that you felt like it might be Abed could have been the one.
Yeah, simply because of the way they've been using Abed as a mid, it's been a lot of those Ember Spirits, Giant Popters, Invoker, Quaswex Invokers. He's been a space creator for Arteezy, but they're actually let Abed do the hard carrying this game, and I think that's one of the great things about EG rosters. All three cores can carry games for you, and I think quite a strong Storm Spirit game too, because I think it's nice to always be able to have that threat on the Phantom Lancer. This big AoE rolling and nuke that you have, there's not a ton of disables that you have to fear. It's a hero that can get on top of the Enigma, so even with, you know, Linken's and BKB, you can still be jumped on by a Storm Spirit. Being able to have the superior initiation, fantastic. And that aggressive nature is going to play really well for their supports. Both the Keeper of the Light and the Disruptor are supports best played offensively. They don't want to be reacting too much to team fights being forced upon them. They want their cores to go in and follow it up.
Aggressive play Stomp is going to start back up once we get a little bit later into the game. It's pretty much what we've been expecting to see so far of 2 lanes apiece with a little bit, it looks like, a Disruptor rotating, or rather the Enigma rotating up the entire jungle. Not wanting to be harassed while that's all going on, and you know, he could hypothetically make a transition over towards mid if he wanted to. But in the area, Tiny, definitely somebody that can get a little bit aggressive. It's actually Abed beaten into Bigfoot a good amount. Oh, it's just
I
don't know what that was. A weird fucking world.
I think he got a little bit of creep flop there, and he had to go all the way around, and then just getting into tower range, that really sucked. But this is terrible because Kofa has been a big part of the backbone for Liquid. He's been super consistent at this tournament, I feel like, has a lot of mid matchups. Taiga did a lot of damage here. Bhakti with the body blocks too. An easy kill for Taiga. Unfortunately, not first blood though, because Kofa.
I know, right? Wonderful. Starting out for Taiga, but not going to happen. You can see that already also. Storm Spirit has the regen bottled up, ready to go. We'll see if that trend continues. The best of runs for him to get. A little bit later on.
Fly died, TP back in, immediately being zoned out by Eidolons again. Not
it's hard out here. I mean, I don't think they get that kill if it doesn't get the body blocks in either, right? Like,
yeah, for sure.
Closer to the
The harassment on this lane is so good. The Disruptor Omni, I love this because you know you can just keep on playing into them over and over.
Wanting to go in for the purification kill. Easy. Ramses.
That was like barely on the outside of the range, but Ramses, he played a few stints playing Omni now for Virtus Pro, so he knows this hero. Even if, I'm not even sure if he's really any qualifiers.
I mean, it's the type of hero that we always saw, and that was one of the strengths of BO3 back then as well, was the ability to have any of those cores be the one that wins you the game, and it's going to be something that they need to have because we're having a little bit of the storm. So as far as these early goings go, it looks like Enigma having a nice time of it. Got that one hitting. It's not like Tiny's really been that far back after the death. Still 25-7, 18-0.
Hold that. Attempt. Good try. Good try. It would have been a safe kill, right? The Alpha stun underneath the tower, and then the follow-up avalanche. They would have just chain stun underneath the tower, but I was slightly surprised when I saw the Omni pickup from EG, but it's really good at being able to pressure Phantom in the laning. He's one of the few off-laners that you can't Phantom rush him out of lane. You start doing that, you're just going to get purification nuked. Any big, like, magic damage nukes are going to use this. He's like a little bit low health, high armor sort of hero, so that damage harassment is really good against Phantom Lancer, as it's a good amount sustained on the nice bolt.
Frustrating to play against the Trifield. They're like too big. They have Thunderstrike, and you can see Insane get up and salve there. Have to keep eyes on like what the region and distribution is and stuff. And see it's maybe a little bit deceptive as we get ready for these 5-minute bounties. looks like it's going to be a trade-off down on one Ethan. Same up top.
Oh, they got the toss back onto Ahmed, but he's gonna try and put a kill onto Quick, but might just be able to dip forward one more shot. I feel like is there, but the second shot will get the kill.
Man, I'm sick. So kill there on the other side. Now the rotation for Insania gonna force crit back the other direction. So I'm making something out of nothing. Barely level 6 and it'll happen.
I don't know, what do you think, Clear? Do you like the greediness of Liquid's drafts? You okay with this?
I think so. The big thing to me is, like, I almost would rather have had almost any other besides, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally anybody. But PL, I still think they'll probably potentially be able to do it. It just is like, you know, they're able to keep it even night time. Now until 10 minutes and then the big one coming around. Likely Arthur will have the games.
Yeah, the Enigma certainly enables the Pango's game quite a bit by being able to have this like presence in lane without being experience. That's like really important because Pango's being able to get to level 3, 5, and 6 are so important.
Down there, getting off the Thunder set. They can maybe play a little bit more aggressive here now, knowing that that's on cooldown. Very long cooldown at those early levels on the PL. So you can force back a little bit. He doesn't really want to get that aggro right now. It looks like he's trying to yeah, they're punishing him back. Glimpse back in, trying to find the punish. Phantom's trying to walk away. Okay, so going to take a big leap there from the purification and one couple here, one punch. He's trying to find the real illusion.
They're looking to kill go top, and they're trying to Tiger right now. The Bronze will scare RTZ back. But a good job being able to kill Boxy there. All important because I really feel like watching Liquid is so clear to me. Where Boxy goes, Liquid goes. You know, Boxy has a good lane. He's an off-laner that can really carry people. But he can also have a lot of feeding.
Middle tower is under attack.
And I mean, I think in that situation, again, it's trying to max its abilities and everything. And playing someone against the attack. But only 2,000 gold. The Eats are definitely feeling like they're hitting their stride here. And again, we've repeated it a couple of times. This is not the easy that we've been used to seeing, where they're just passively farming up the lanes. Right now, they're just winning pretty hard.
Yeah, easy. I love the fact they elevated this Night Stalker to a safe lane position outside of off lane, or even mid that we've seen once or twice. You need that Aghanim Scepter, I think, nice and early against Phantom Lancer. A Night Stalker ahead can be really hellish for Pango to play against. And I think even like this tiny stuff, they're for being able to actually burst down Night Stalker. It's so tanky. We need double density, yeah.
When is Mega actually going to come online? This throw, he's going to go out right. It's the Wraith Band of boots.
It's going to be a long. I love the fact that the panel brought up like Symphony HE draft. They'll hold Pango and Enigma.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They are a little less greedy in the fact that they're running Pango 3 rather than 4. That's one of those previous things I think you could think of. So they're going to have Playmaker under their offlane position, who's now level 7. You expect to do these rotations. Like, somebody's got to punish Ramses for doing this to mid-game right now.
Dude, this is just absurd. Like, back behind the tower, he can't even small jungle. Like, normally the place that you escape is to see Tiger get down. Even that is not by Ramses. This is the most volume I've seen in a cool minute. Usually their speed die over and over. Ramses did well. He doesn't do.
And he's going to try and probably push in the wave until somebody shows up. One of those enemy carries goes jungle. You want to try and either invade jungle yourself or start threatening the tower.
Nope. They're just not safe. Try to pull the creeps back in closer and they just purify and run at them.
Yeah.
1100 HP.
It's definitely rough because in order to kill him, you probably need at least 2 cores and a support. Otherwise, in like a short lane, like the off lane, you're gonna have DP rotation. It takes long to kill. I mean, not the higher tank up in your face.
Box here. I near. In a little bit of trouble. Gonna do probably dodge away from the ball that's rolling in at him, and goes out. Boxy, gotta be a little bit careful. But
The phase boots is an interesting choice, but I think probably a good one. He needs the armor, and he's got the Enigma to supply him with kind of the arcane boots.
Dire's middle tower is under
Back
attack.
to the direction nighttime. We'll probably hang out for a little
Radiant's
while
bottom
around
tower
200
is under attack.
gold away from his Aghanim Scepter, and Quavo reveals himself in the look in the back. They run into Fly, and the cap
Radiant's bottom tower is under
to
attack.
use up the illuminate. Stay off my tower.
Yeah, it's one of those deaths. It's like a 5, sometimes 4.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
You
attack.
know, you see this lane, you see a big push coming in. If you have some sort of wave clear, it's a huge win. If you can manage to kill the wave, then duck back to the big TPS. But people have gotten really wise to that concept. He dives like that all the time, but Flash just keep going for it. He's creating a lot of space because he's trying to take mid tower right now.
We commit to this. Back in, kind of slow. Not gonna pop the ult. Already Fly is dead, but he might still be able to pull clean up here. As Fox trying to run low his legs. Red Storm trying to kill up quick. Up the avalanche. For the moment. Shakes back in, but swap away. Quick, living through everything, but not that one. As Mickey was they keep on the wrong illusion. But this PL still in no man's land. Oh, I'm tier
Radiant's
1
middle
and
tower
done.
is under attack.
And you gotta be asking, like, was this top lane tower worth it?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Өмнөх үеэрлийн тэмцээн болонд байгаа утгаарыг эзлэж үзэн чигээс саяхан. Золтой алдын нэвшнэл дуусны баг 3 гишүүн гэж хаагүй.
Rotations where you gotta regret a lot. It actually changed the team fight. You just added one more test, slowed down farm. Now you use by 6 network. This is, I expect EG to be a stop lane. I expect on the Phantom Lancer. I expect Night Stalker to vastly outfarm the Pango, and you know mid. You know, I'm not exactly sure who's mashup, but even if it's 50-50, EG should be walking away with net. This is way too big. 5 is way too much. 12 minutes.
Yeah, I don't really see it slowing down anytime soon. Like, that fight happened during daytime, right? Like, they popped the ultimate, but still, it's all those other heroes that are making this stuff happen. Now, Hobbit's back there falling up some ancients, can hit the street afterwards. Kind of done. Going for the Bloodstone, so a little maybe slightly meteor build, but big old group up now. Looking for a pick off, and now they've got one in mind. Soifa already static storm swapped out. Should on the backline pass for Avocado ulti. They will jump in from bottom as well. Have enough damage to burst down Hobbit. Not quite looking like if he decides to step forward. Finding Quake well. Maybe a goal opportunity. Hobbit just gonna try and jump away. They get the kill. They take down the price of one. And I'll see if he can get out. Liquid trying to use box. He's down Ramsey's purification in the punch deck. Not enough damage, but not 6 charges. It'll be a back out.
Well, that was the worst thing in the world because he was so far ahead, and you had a killing spree on Hobbit, 457 gold. That's pretty nice. Phantom Lancer was farming during the time. You gotta look on the bright side if you're Team Liquid when you're getting the body to card in the first 15 minutes.
That one definitely, you know, at least somewhat okay. Love the top love, but didn't quite work out for them. For a out there, the run into the crit.
Good up there for quite fun. But I think even Venus, like, you know, just try and get worked down or something, whatever, you get picked off. For the most part, EG should be playing. I think they're like, most of the strongest fight is like this. You just give it up in platform.
Swap and trying to roll away. Alrighty, down. Winsania. Oh, alright. Just hit all.
He's like, don't worry, boys. I'll clean up for you. Almost had a Aghanim Scepter, by the way. The Chester has a talent in pretty much like a bomb for the last minute. He is a monster when he comes offline. 799 plus Aghanim Scepter, level 10, the 200 health count. Ugh.
I mean, this feels like that moment, though, where if Luke kind of persevered in the next 5 minutes, and he feels so keen God, finding a pick up right on her. Finding a black hole. Onto the left up. Then he kills him every time. Can't do it. We don't have to entertain. Oh, that was a moment liquid. Let me tell you later. There's no easier counter to the black hole than the white hole. Because Kyle is an asshole. That's what he does. You think you're going to be able to chain something down the you can't do it because he's just there. Because there's a billion cash. Oh, and that little box, he can't wait for Night Stalker this way. He's going to be able to roll away. I think the face was done some more. Really focusing on survivability. I kept looking at him going, see, should he have a javelin by now? Should he have a javelin by now? And I see phase boost. Okay, upgrade. That's fine. Did a couple racers. Jeez, you're really scared for your life here. It's not going to work at all. 2 steps to build. So that'll definitely help to keep a lot of the bounces. And land to get whooped high. The confidence. Terrible flip. And I'm well, we might wait.
A storm was coming.
So turn it off there. It's quite good at this. Actually, he gets pulled back in. That exposure anti-recoil into the purification. If you get that off, there's no double or easy. They're probably will hear it. Insane. Well, it's trying to keep away to go to raft. I'm just getting glimpsed at some point anywhere. Uh-oh. That's not good. We just still there. And now trying to live, but it's not going to happen. Ahmed is level 1, but nope. God, everybody else is dead. He just learned shot at Enigma. That Enigma has 1,000 health. He has Sucker X, but, you know, double damage plus the static within. He's level 15.
Told you a storm was coming!
It's hard to deal with. Man, back for looked like he was cute, but you will spot out the rest of the love stuff. It looks like look at the old craft the way it works. It was made from Link. Right now, our main is moving to the rolling thunder. And he's like, oh no! Oh my god! And Foxy looks like he's gonna be maybe probably I can cheese that to find an like, wait, you're gonna get a sword. Go, that's so risky. You're by position insane. You're on the right. Which Bobby doesn't get punished for it during the day. Again, without the Yule Scepter, he's very susceptible to silences. They've got all of them. They've got the Disruptor plus the Night Stalker AoE silent. Spin from. What I was about to say, on the one hand, you got 8,000 yeah. The other end is, it looks like this is made up. I'm gonna say Mickey is far. Mickey is not in. Well, it's gonna be another one that takes away how can happen. Hunter's favorite. And they're hitting it. It might be Foxy back in and get on top of the storm offhead. Literally walking circles around Foxy. Looking for me and Foxy not hit him with the rolling. This is so super Tiger. Straight black hole. Almost trying to get the finish or easy walking away. If they stick around any longer, they were all gonna die. That Bigfoot actually doesn't have a TP right now, so be aware of this. Is they shift in and they find Tiny. Oh, you can't run away. We got all the vision in the world as they get the full impact closer. That's not going to happen. Eventually, it's going to be out of that. And Abed just plays on the last round right next to this mid-tier tower. Waits until something pops up. Sure enough, it goes there, maybe to D-ward or something. Beats each other. Alright. Eyes on the top. Let's keep it here. So you pull back in. Lock down the static storm. By one man. They have are getting demolished.
I mean, it's really like Tyga's even part around. That just is like they had two very different ideas of what to be doing there. Just like on this time, in Boxy just killed him. Yeah, attack.
I mean, I'm struck by something I feel like
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You're gonna keep on playing Greed until someone forces them to. And I feel that was the EG, and we're seeing this flip side of the EG lineup. They're adapting. It looks really good when it's not just 4 heroes farming.
I mean, you look at it, look at nothing. Have the potential, right? But Evil Geniuses is just playing so aggressively and creating so much chaos. And every single time they get a kill, they move. Right? They're not doing the thing where you get a kill, push in the lane, hit the tower. Oh, nice back.
They want to jump in, I'll get it here as well. And it's Structure in time before him. Structure is well. Actually, he's got to be careful. So careful. Now the white hole deck. He's down to vision. And then here's how am I going to respond to him? He is so
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's a rough when you have to build units to try and cheat stun these very cool heroes like Ice because they just have enough answers because they've got a ancient Enigma whose support impacts are great. I mean, they bottom of it to immediately search.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, he'll take that too. Denying him away from time. Because it does get a little bit harder.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
He's playing this fast pace because no, it's not just the Phantom Lancers, it's Enigma who can become great. They just get apart. They didn't have a single BKB person. Think of the last they matched up against this same first one too. Last one they ever take the whatever the coddle saying we have to have something. Evil Genius is just saying all we have to do is just play fast enough to put them on the back feet. Now we've got a 12-day advantage. It doesn't matter if it's black. How many times have we seen a black hole and they can kill that Knight's
invisibility? And it speaks really to the with and this EG draft as well that it means timings for Enigma items before people does any damage. I'm really watching the game if it is looking the way that it feels right now. How much damage this PL has done? Because we're looking at Boba numbers here, honestly.
Will be determined. But what I love about the last pick is that this lineup is able to play like this. It's another hero that plays fast with. You don't feel the Phantom Lancer all that much because they're still going to see a great 1-2 hero against it when he's ahead of the Phantom Lancer, right? You're able to just run down with your level 25 Brendan down and a bunch of AoE damage. Make that Phantom Lancer doppelganger away defensively.
And because we've seen so often, like the 4 heroes easy on one side of the map, while Abed is either farming or pyramids. Really totally the situation now is Fox is
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's turned into a situation where he's 4 levels ahead of the next mystical in the game. Level 19, you can get that level 20 mark. It's tough. 10 experience lead.
You know, to my
Dyer's bottom tower,
game story
Radiant's
and
middle
I was
tower has been denied.
even getting an Atom Scepter. I was like, oh, that'd be stupid to say. He's going to get an Atom Scepter. He's like, yeah, baby, more AoE control. Let's go.
He gets the cooldown reduction. What's that bring it down to, like 9 seconds or something?
Oh, yeah.
And then you've got the white hole of it.
Yeah, pulling him deeper into that little will-o-wisp. That's
Radiant's top
any
tower is
positioning.
under attack.
The group is kind of going for that reason. If we can get Bench and Coddle together for the swap magic, keeping people inside of the will is
Okay. Trying to farm out this shrine. So
Over here!
make you a little bit stronger, but that's here. He's on the edge. Everything got to take out there. Moved up there, Supplements is already coming out, and then look at the whisper. Big A dead. And like, yeah, another one that does this. Oxy trying to run away. Easy is there. Hobbit is there. Easy is there.
The storm was coming!
Link to the up for our is as you can see, that Link's silence is devastating with the it's not just about double hooks. It's about the fact that you can stun somebody, and then Night Stalker's able to get on top of them, silencing them. They can't use their mobility that they have from the Pango as well as the Phantom Hunter. They can't use their abilities to get outside of that ball.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And now just left for the foreseeable future. But they were just playing the split push halfway, like suiciding on lane, and hoping they'll be able to keep you out fast. You're just trying to create space somewhere. Because you have a Phantom Lancer who only has to still use a blow, but he's nearly taking up these AoEs and spells.
And you can just see with that itemization, you know, the Omni for this Solar Crest as well on top of the drums. Wow, that's, I mean, it's not a ton of money. But the big thing to all the benefit of trying to help the Storm to the Night Stalker, get these other cores online, and the game is in the
Immortality is mine!
Find the answer.
I stand for
Just look at the difference between this lineup and last time. The game opener between Liquid and EG happened. They picked normal. Liquid counterpicked them with the AM. Just a smart drafting win. Evil Genius they said, we need to be much faster. We need to attack Liquid head on. I think one of the best things they did was make sure that Foxy had a bad lane. Maybe wasn't able to save in his lane. And then, you know, Torture got a free kill on Quippos to win 2. You lose 3 lanes to go to lane now.
Oh god, KB Black comes down, can't move down into the wall, and RT kind of walks away, as they drop the Sunday Storm, still limit for now, they can't go in on it, because as well, nobody and look, the great masters, they're going to come up slightly short from chat wheels, people are oh my god, all too easy for EG.
That was your last all I've been doing.
And you could tell as well that it felt like they knew that it was coming. Like Ramses kept throwing out Heavenly Races and they thought was coming.
Yeah, I mean, we're far enough ahead. You can't beat you make a black hole.
Get the agent one time.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, that was an element. I've gone a bit too far.
Oh, that's not going to kill the barracks.
Oh, now it is actually. They turn it up. Thunder comes up. They get up to 2. Much damage because he had the waste of it, but now he's off the box. If he's a
the fight started, you said again, that probably is another right there. Right back to this Liquid starting to fight on each. We can condition understand that this game is probably over, and that EG is going to win that fight despite Liquid soul starting.
Radiant's bottom.
I mean, we just keep on watching our CP Night Stalker. I mean, we said it right in there. They're going to have damage. Like, pretty much has to be a lot of. He needs to start to find some HP to be able to blow up some things, and then the angle comes in and ends up with the fight. I got called. You just never got to that first part. In particular because you've got this Night Stalker with another guy. You can't tell him.
Not again. Where's the money? They're rolling from downtown. He was trying to farm, get to that next item, and back to the next turn.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, can we,
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
can we be the referee that comes in the towel? After the towel, he's beaten senseless.
I don't shut it.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
Ever say die?
That's how it's done.
the next step for our team is going to be Hellfire, I think. Will be a good way to answer Pango and Enigma.
Radiant are scanning.
A gift from the stupendous.
Senia's level 2 swap. Trying to get seems like a point of experience.
Over here now. Told you a storm was
You need a
coming.
long distance to get away from this silence and away from this will-o-wisp, because level 1 swap just isn't far enough.
Unlike North, definitely. And even the answers that they have, look, the reason they got that kill on Otto is just one currency, right? You saw the respawn, he's like,
Radiant's top tower
they
is
had
under
a couple
attack.
buybacks on happen. If they played it safe, I don't see the way that focused upon the movement, sit dominating behind anybody, and just let them punch the tower.
Radiant's top tower
Just
is
play
falling.
together, you can have one hero that separated from the rest. Other than
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Liquid, their hands full, just trying to get one kill.
It's pity that Jump Storm defeat the black hole was going on one of the back lines. And now it's just Ramsey that's able to sit behind it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I mean, the looking for the black hole. It's pretty good. No more damage here. The babies right at the roll because they all the damage to quick, but Tag is dead. That's no more picking up.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Dire's
Well,
bottom tower
that's
is under attack.
35,000 like 32 minutes.
All pick.
Heading out.
Prepare for battle.
Yes. You got it. Huh.
30 seconds to battle.
Good idea.
The battle begins.
Pudge. Here I come. Whatever. Coming through. Waiting in. Forward. Hi hi. Time for a little butchery. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Denied. Oh, yes. I will devour you. Yes, I'm gonna need bigger paints. Chop chop. Right. Right to it. First blood.
If I can't have you, no one will.
Didn't want to waste it. Yep. Yes! I'll be chopping up double damage! Smells yes. Right. Oh, yes! Good idea. Ah! Whatever. Right to it. Yeah. You got it. Yes.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Heading out. Rock! Coming, Fred! Waiting in. Forward! Oh, like that! Huh. Right to it! Oh, yes! Uh-huh. Hi, hi! Feeling the lungs out. I'm under attack! Carnage! Coming, Fred! I couldn't resist. Forward! Whatever. Good idea. Deep breath. Let's get it. Fresh wings. And now.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Evil geniuses turn to pick.
My friends.
Whoa!
Trent,
Whoa.
Odie Pixel, hello.
Hi!
Hello.
We have some spectacular heroes.
We do.
Well, dude.
We have Basil's voice.
I mean, that's
good
great.
hero. We
Mirana.
have Lena Earthshaker, lane combination.
I mean, I guess, but again, it's sort of on the same level. I feel as an Enigma Avenger.
What did they just ban?
Like,
Who's that guy?
That's the watery boy.
Oh, nuts!
They had to know that was coming, so they wanted the Earthshaker.
Yeah,
Just raw.
That's a
Yeah.
boxy hero. That's the guys. We're almost at this tournament. Boxy carry us.
Let me do it, yeah, because that is a hero you can carry with in that
10
lane, for
seconds
sure. I mean, we saw
remaining.
J2 do it with LC. You're
5
and then I
seconds
got
remaining.
first, and you guys like that?
Yeah, I can't really blame Liquid for their free bans. I think that's expected. They were going to, of course, know that Void was going to be the one to get through.
So this is
Evil
the same as last
geniuses
game, right?
turn to ban.
Dire, EG, first pick.
Yeah. So what does that say? It's EG.
Probably says EG prefer first pick.
Team
if I had to
Liquids
guess.
Yeah, I
turn
think
to
that's
ban.
First game, they probably took Radiant, but Liquid, and then EG were like, okay, we'll take first pick, and then EG probably had choice and was like, okay, we'll take first.
like Liquid does like getting these pairings right away. Even if it didn't work last game, they got it this again.
They like getting these pairings, but I'm not fully sold on this pairing as an opener.
This is a much better opener. This is flexible
10
hero and
seconds
numerous
remaining.
ways, right? Like Earthshaker can lane and roll different ways.
5
Likely it's 2-3,
seconds
but you
remaining.
never know when that matchup in the mid could occur. It's good. And then Lena can be mid, Lena can be 4. So, and I think this is a strong duo, right? You have Fish into LSA, lots of damage.
Stuns are always good.
Yep.
And these are a lot better stuns than Malefice and Magic Missile. Much better.
I mean, that
Team
you know,
Liquid's turn
And
to
so it
pick.
looks like the one hero that wasn't banned, obviously, Mirana was banned. The Night Stalker replaced it, so you've already got that almost guaranteed arrow into the Chrono. Ooh. He has his hat forward now, wasn't it backwards?
No, it was 4.
Oh,
It was?
forward.
Okay, it was
Yeah.
backwards yesterday.
Oh.
Turning things around. Now they gotta win. Yeah.
10 seconds
position.
remaining.
5 heroes in the pool. There's Wyvern for Insane if you want to.
5
There's
seconds
Coddle if
remaining.
you want to play it. I think it's fairly good here.
Yeah. no,
Cuddle's just good there.
Yeah, both.
We
both
always
of those.
talk about it. Just it's
There's
normally-
Shadow Demon too. It's also fine.
And it feels like Liquid does like going with saves, right? So I
Yes.
think a Shadow Demon would more along the lines of a Coddle, but you
Co-
just lost
Cole,
with that.
He might
Yeah.
just bench again. I wouldn't be too surprised.
Against the Void?
Cole's got to be top of the list. I feel like loads of other teams would fall in this position. You know, you need something that's going to mess with the Void in this corner. Cole would be exactly that.
Isn't already though a Fisher and a Light Striker rate pretty good against that though?
Yeah, I mean, sure. You're right. They do have a lot of AoE stuns easily thrown from the
It's
distance.
just hard, right? It's just the best 5 hero besides like Shen sometimes. Coddle is that good.
I think they're probably considering the Mickey hero too, and to me that looks like Gyrocopter at the moment. There's like heroes that are left, like I mean, you could go for something that's like, oh, I want to kind of like survive in Chrono or something. This Bristle, maybe
Evil
you could do Bristle
geniuses
CNs
turn
too
to
if you wanted.
pick.
But thank goodness, I guess you could do Coddle Bristle too.
It
is
is nice.
too good.
You know, this is Liquid, so not trying to, you know, do something groundbreaking.
Don't overthink
Just
it.
saying, hey, boys, you know what's good? Again, I think you can never have too little of abilities to mess with a Void in his Chronosphere. At the end of the day,
Agreed.
you've got to account for the fact that you don't know who's going to get caught in Chrono.
10 seconds
Ideally,
remaining.
you want to make sure that the majority of your team has some ability to help their
5
teammates out.
seconds.
Once you have
remaining.
level 4, it's or level 15, depending on the Coddle, like, and you have nice cast range on the Blinding Light, you can also hit people into Chrono fairly easily. Like some of Void's own allies as well can be a little bit irritating. Like keep them
Yeah.
controlled up. by
That
the
could be
Will-O-Wisp
the big
and
brain
stuff, too.
plays.
Huge brain.
Wow, I'm looking forward to it.
What's the fly hero here? Do you go with the save, as we were talking about for Liquid, they didn't, or it feels like this is probably where you're gonna pick it.
What would be good right now? Something that had like long range disable. That's hard to get out of a 5.
Yes.
Like Venge is actually kind of okay.
Jakiro?
Like Jakiro's very, very good. Yep,
seen
nice
her.
and tanky.
Like,
Good with the Faceless Void. I keep just
baby
put down the
Ray.
fist. I want a good lane support.
Why did they ban Magnus? Where's my own power?
Yeah, Ogre and I do like those bands, the Ogre and the Magnus.
Liquid's turn to pick.
Oh, the ledge. Fly's been playing it like all tournament. Like,
Oh, that
makes sense. And like this, I mean, I remember in one of the games, his chain for us actually make a difference. A lot of the time, you're just under level and you don't feel the impact. But that game, you're like, whoa, whoa, you do. And then you have the flash shield, so you have a decent lane partner.
Yep.
An overall good pick.
Okay, it's getting the big question right now. Play, dude.
10
Don't
seconds
say
remaining.
PL.
Can you play the
Don't say
5
PL.
seconds remaining.
Lich was nice too because I like the gaze when I'm playing against Bristol.
Yeah.
Yeah, like force
like a half
focus
deny
thing.
there. I
Yeah, it's
agree.
kind of nice.
They did ban EG, ban the Bristol. They know Liquid like playing that tempo stuff, but 3 of these heroes honestly are pretty decent against Bristol. The pull around, the Chrono you can get it around. They only got 15 seconds. And they've used a lot of their reserve.
Evil geniuses turn
It's
to
like good
pick.
full strat. Like, this is, of course, the
Stunned.
DK.
We got some.
This is what we wanted at the start of the last
Yeah,
draft.
I wanted to see CK call from the last time.
Yeah.
McLaren's. Oh.
Incredible. Oh.
Yeah, what a sponsorship. Shout out to MDL.
Goodness.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look, they had the like customized ones picking them up, I believe, some of the players.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude, that'd be sick.
yeah. Get to ride a McLaren. Oh man, crit looking
10 seconds
like
remaining.
completely crisp on the side. That thing's like from this morning he got that cut.
Yeah.
Jeez,
5
boxy,
seconds
like a little
remaining.
rough on the sides there, you know, a little shaggy.
But look at that. So overall, Lift has been picked 19 times, 47% win rate. Fly has played it 4 times, 3-1. He's doing something right. Winning.
Abed hero here, probably, assuming there's that's the priority that you don't want banned out.
I mean, there's a lot of studs, right? So it's tough to take a. You want to get like a pretty survivable mid hero, right?
We've seen a lot of DKs versus these CKs.
I don't mind that.
Because there's so many stuns, I wouldn't mind something else that, as an offlaner, you're going to be able to provide some sort of a save again.
Yeah, like if you want the Legion, for
Omni,
example,
Baden, Legion,
might have to pick it now.
I think any of those 3.
Oh yeah, Abba's still in. So with Abba and Omni, or Abba, Omni, and Legion all, and then you definitely take the Abba
Which
hero
one would you
here.
want? Which one of those would you?
Probably Legion, because I like the press the attack buff and I like the overwhelming odds versus the CK illusions.
And
You could also argue Guardian Angel because it like nullifies CK during a team fight though.
doesn't really nullify the other 3, I suppose.
Team Liquid's
But
turn
the
to
pickoff
ban.
potential. Okay, so
Omni.
Guardian Angel's pretty busted.
It was always going to be like one of those 3.
Good skills.
I think it was.
Yeah.
EG was super happy that they had the option to kind of choose what they wanted, and we saw last game. You know, Ramses, he was in the zone on his. You know, he was
played. He's owned.
he was absolutely smashing his lane.
Makes me wonder what they're gonna get for Abed though, because that means that they found this pick was more important. Even though Abba
10
and Legion were both in,
remaining.
they're saying that we really want this Omni now, and we're
5
okay with them
seconds
denying a
remaining.
potential Abed hero here.
Evil
Rest of their
Genius's
reserves
turn
on
to
here. 9
ban.
seconds. They banned the Storm again. A lot of stuns there, but they just
They're
don't want to deal
respectful.
with it.
Yeah, they still ban
Insane is
it.
clowning right now.
Yeah.
All right, they're just throwing their draft. They're throwing hand warmers at each other. All right, teams relax. This is good.
Whoa.
I thought you were going to say they're
This is
throwing their
good.
draft.
Yeah. That's a good sign, frankly. You know, I think this is the emotional support of Black Covenant.
That doesn't look like a focus
10
team.
seconds
messing around.
remaining.
It's a serious
Okay,
game. What is there to focus on right now? You just lost.
5
You don't really
seconds
want to be
remaining.
thinking about that. You gotta depressurize. See, this is Owen's
These
problem.
guys are having
Because
proper
we
conversation.
lose these games, and Owen goes, come on, let's keep again, let's go again. He's like hitting the button. It's like, dude, we played
Evil
3 games. I
Genius's
gotta pee.
turn to
Like,
What was the
just
record of those 3
relax.
games today?
Oh, today was better. Today was 1 and 2.
1 on 2.
I mean,
Oh,
but they
hell
were.
yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
we should have won all 3, frankly.
We
And we
should've.
definitely should have won
Team
2 if our
Liquid's
Phoenix
turn
fan.
to ban.
Admiral Duncan.
Such
That
is
hero's
life.
still in the boat.
It is, and
That's a con.
Ding ding.
it's very nice. I think for one of the reasons being that it could have been picked up by Liquid. It would have been a very nice sort of way to deal with Chrono. I feel like we've seen Kung Fu do very well against Void, and the way that he can just nullify the effectiveness of the Chronos with getting a boat out
10
on his
seconds
teammates.
remaining.
And also, I think it also shuts down maybe the possibility that
5
with that Shaker
seconds
Lena
remaining.
opening 2, Liquid may have been in the long haul. Could have maybe be looking up to step the
Could you not?
Broodmother.
Well, could you shake her mid now, though?
Bang on.
Find out.
Yeah,
Your
but
heroes.
well, okay,
Oh, no, we're going to lean on
I
mid.
guess it would be leading him. Well, will it? No, because yeah, it will. That's okay.
All right. We see the draft. It is a last pick. Rubik, some decent spells to steal throughout this, but did it convince you? Is Liquid possibly to take this?
I
to a
thought he
game
was
seven?
going into Dark Willow for like the Chrono and for the Omni controlling the back line. Classic Taiga, but yeah, I like the Rubik too. I like the Call on the CK. Do like the Lena.
What build do you have to go on this Lena though? Right? If CK's your only carry, do you have to go some crazy stuff, or do you think
A
boxing?
lot of it
is
actually
that?
depends on your CK's build. Is he going Armlet Heart, or is he going BKB? Is he going to be engaged with us early on? Just make a lot of space for Boxy still. Like, he just needs so much time on the lane. Like, he's going to build his treads probably. He's going to build his Aghanim Scepter the way he likes to build a hero. And trying to give him that space might be a difficult one with EG having this Abba. Like, if Abba just goes off again, because he can on Kunk just like he can on Storm and starts pressuring all across the map, I foresee another very difficult game here for Liquid. But I like the fact they have the Rubik and the Coddle to like disrupt those earlier engagements. I feel like that's a lot better than their port duo. I like the CK. I like the Coddle. They picked heroes that I think are very strong with good pairings right now, and so I'm gonna respect that.
You're raising the brow.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of what Liquid's doing here. Yeah. Again, I think G4 has a much superior draft. I'm looking at these cores, and I think it's going to be another case where they're just not going to die. You have Frost Shield,
Prepare
the save
for
from the
battle.
Omni, the Kunker's Rum. I don't think you've got enough burst and blow up for Liquid. You have these two supports, Coddle and Rubik. There's a bit of control there. Sure, Tiger gets a nice skill. I guess that's an extra bit of nuke, but it's mainly on Koifa to blow the targets up. And I don't think there'll be enough damage. You've got two strength core heroes. You also have a Void who's going to have that extra bit of effective life as long as he gets the chance to get a Time Walk on, which is safe for Ramses. He's going to be able to do so. With Lich as well, I think it's a very hard task for Liquid to execute. I didn't like their opener. I was waiting to see if they could convince me with the rest of the draft. They didn't. I think this is going to be another easy game.
Okay, and that means we will get into game number 2. Will EG bleed blue all into the cup of liquid? Well, you have to find out with Cap and Lyrical.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah. This it feels like, and oh my goodness gracious, top 4 potentially in the works here. Can they do it? What do you think? Is this the draft that they need?
It is more convincing to me than last game. But I do think that the Chaos Knight was a little bit telegraphed, and as a result, like, I'm fairly certain they picked up, like, yeah, Lich Void was a classic combo anyway, but I think they knew the Chaos Knight was coming. So that means they got to pick the heroes to try and counterpick it.
Already, pushes him down to the low ground. Does that mean he gets over in time? Oh, yeah. Thanks for Brune, nerds. He might give up first blood here as they are chasing him. Ramsey's trying to run purification again in a sec. Comes a second too late. First blood.
Yes.
I've never heard that voice line before. Chaos. That's great.
Get off my lawn.
There's a lot of good voice lines going on in this game, I gotta say. We've been hearing a couple of them get thrown out already. Quick little pause. Abed saying he's ready to go.
Oh, Chaos Knight, I think, was a good pick, but then either geniuses were able to get
Your admiral is on board.
Physical damage reduction, be able to get Kunkka, overall damage reduction, and AoE control, and then on the just straight up physical damage immunity. So that is definitely going to be problematic, but I still think Liquid can, I like their draft much better than this game 1, and I think they can really push the pace against EG, like EG did to them in game 1. So we'll have to see. I think a lot of this is going to be the back of Koifa. He obviously had a bit of a rough one. That first game, like beating away to Storm Spirit, apparently that's what that hand warmer fight was about.
Yeah.
They were throwing hand warmers at him, throwing the game. Yeah, okay, about it. That's what he said it was about. You know, it's cute that they're able to still have that friendship and stuff. But they definitely need him to step up in this game playing Galena, because this is a great game for you to be able to get fast kills. You just need to have a good start in the laning phase, though, against these companies.
Well, that's going to be something we're going to have to keep our eye on. Already 7-1 versus the 5-0, and expecting it to be a little bit of a better time as the battle, the regen wars is going on. Glide punching the tag. We already saw them messing around with avoid his last hits early on as they can push back onto crit bottom as well. So a couple cool things to watch out for is for Big Kid have to take that telekinesis level 1.
Yeah, that's never for fun. That's a good way to throw your land. That ability. Yeah, it's a trap, man. If everything like, oh, but I had to get this bounty. Do it. Pick up the Fateful. It's how you win your lane. Do you secure range creeps? You also secure the fact that you lower their damage, so it means they're less likely to be able to get range creeps themselves. There's just a lot of things that goes into it, but now he's level 2.
Try and disrupt that pull as well. Does look like the creeps still consent to one of them head off that direction.
Surrender to the oppositions.
So far, so good. 2-second stun, a little bit of a pushback there on the Ramses. He's definitely not going to have as easy of a time in this game as he did last time. CK, much stronger than the PL.
Yeah, you've got caught of a Chaos Knight too.
Right.
So you're just able to constantly be chaos striking. You can actually deal with that sustained harassment that Omni Knight does so well. On the Phantom Lancer, you couldn't really deal with it. We'll have to see whether or not they actually can kill though, because Omni Knight is able to play a lot more solo than most other offlaners right now. Taiga, oh, this is gonna be a man fight and a half.
He knows that he's not going to win it too, and Fly trying to do ring on those. He walk around the trees and he drops the sentry. I'll take that, yes please.
I'm not sure if the sentry actually got in the vision. I'm pretty sure it was the creeps, but it was a cheeky little play. Yep. If Fly had dipped downwards, the sentry would have caught him. So that was cute. I like that.
I will say that Boxy was kind of giving RTZ the business up here as well. You can see already that he's able to get a couple more last hits underneath the tower, but Boxy was almost doubling him up. 14 and 6 versus 13 and 3.
Yeah, I like this. The level 2 enchant totem, such a value level, going from 100% to 200%. This kind of build can help you secure range creeps. You've got really nice harass potential where you can force him to block early. It's getting a little bit low. But yeah, you could see, like, Ramsey's been playing mostly solo in this lane, right? Crit hasn't really taken a whole lot of experience. This allows Crit to be able to play a lot more in the jungle. He can play for farming up neutrals. He can play to see if he can get a kill on mid, because it's not OD, but it is equally as good. Kunkka, X marks the spot, into Torrent, into Era. That's definitely a kill on Koifa. And Koifa should know about him being missing, because now nobody's showing the bottom lane. Not even Ramses, who's taken a long walk back to mid.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously the plus side is that at early levels, Abed's just going to have that one pointed X. It's pretty hard to get up close and find him. So that's why we've seen him play so far back there on the other side. There was also a ward that was getting taken out by Crit. I think that when he made that rotation towards mid, is a little bit of a hiccup there. He realized that that was when Quake backed out, so able to get the D ward there also. Nice start as we get ready for the bounty rune battle. Trying to get this pull off.
I think this is such a good play. I love it when offlaners do this. Pull the creep wave as the bounty rune is spawning. It positions you between the enemy support and the bounty rune, and it makes sure you don't miss any CS. It's a really good play. I love it when people do that.
Great back throws. Already battles going on. They find Fly, tried to get Frost Shield and contesting that pull. Doesn't work out.
I claim it.
While bottom was coming back into lane, they're able to get a little bit aggressive on the Mickey, but not enough so to find a kill.
Quite fine. Big time trouble here.
Oh, does he check him? Trying to chase Fly. Respawning now, looking to find the Frost Nova. Can they get in range? One left, didn't go down.
I think Fly didn't have Frost Shield up yet. I thought he was going to be just chased down by the constant slow Frost Shield, but it was still on cooldown for like 8 seconds when Fly TP'd in. So that allows Koifa to be able to get back. A activated shrine will allow him to return to lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
A refill on his bottle, 2 off of an illusion room. Bottom lane though. Trying again to go on for
Chance for a clear. The Heavenly Grace trying to walk away. The Spock as well. Never permitting. Who knew there he was? Surely.
Yeah, this lively now.
Your admiral is on board.
For Liquid, it's been a thorn in their side, the fact that they can't just run this Omni Knight and have this abusive laner. But we'll see whether or not he's able to make the same team fight contribution against a fast reply.
Frost Shield is no savior for you, and Moxie gets up close, level 5 already, and just eat into him, that enchant totem.
Yeah, the max enchant totem, no levels of Fissure. He's because you think about this lane, it's basically Centaur but better, right? Okay. Like the whole entire idea is Rubik has the telekinesis redirect to pull someone into your stomp as a Centaur, and then you activate your retaliate stacks, bop bop bop. Well, here he's an Earthshaker who just hits you with the enchant totem, the level 3 enchant totem for 300% damage.
Well, and it's, you know, obviously Arteezy can kind of deal with that on the Void, just being able to time look away. Not so much so with the Lich if he gets a little bit too close.
Yeah. I mean, even Arteezy in the low levels, he constantly feels pressured to, like, time off, and it's on cooldown. And then you like, it's up.
Have omniscience.
Yeah, he's maybe in a little bit of trouble as they had another stun coming off down, but not wanting to go on it with Heavenly Grace already out. Time for the moment there. Can see it just net worth there as well. Position for Mirana pretty far ahead of where that Rubik is right now, and see if you can maybe transition that into some early ganks, as there is the level 6 on to the Void. Just gonna back out again. It's gonna be something to watch. There's another observer ward that Crim's getting out there as well, so early vision advantage going in their favor.
And he knows that they want to be able to control the right side of the river with vision.
Throwing an arrow, that's that moment coming in as you're talking about from Crit. They find the kickoff on the Boxy.
Yeah, you just know those rotations are gonna happen. Chronosphere
middle tower
now it's
is under
down, so
attack.
Boxy can TP back to lane, play a little bit more aggressively. He has Echo Slam, he's gonna have to play real scared of that. and may have to just start going into jungle. It's a nice part about having Chaos is that he's not quite, you know, like the dead lane heroes, the Juggernauts, the Life Stealers, those heroes that it's hard to be able to rotate into the lane because they have so much survivability. Chaos Knight is kind of left that for his sheer tankiness. And, you know, you have this Chaos Strike sustain, you have Phantasm that's really powerful, team fight, so it's hard to be able to walk into. So it's not like Boy can just go invade the enemy lane.
About invading lanes. Foxy gets rotated on yet again as Abed gonna come in with the boat, and more hero rotate, they get the kill. He's gonna have to walk back out next time. He just died.
So because of that factor, right, Evil Genius is just constantly trying to make sure that her TC's lane is still good. And they're shutting down Boxy. Shutting down Boxy is one of the best ways to be able to keep Liquid down, I think. Like, he's playing this Earthshaker, he's playing this big initiator that has the way to be able to just 100 to 0 blow up this Faceless Void. A lot of fast damage. He's going to be setting up Koifa's Lina. If you can keep him from his Blink Dagger, from his Aghanim Scepter, it's going to be a big one.
You were there coming from Insane. You saw that rotation as Liquid were trying to mirror what EG did us previously, but they came a second too late. So that Ramses was able to back
middle
out.
Tower is under attack.
A chance there for a kill. They're going to use down, having the grave. Ramses is just going to get the walk away as Liquid will get what they came for, pick up those bounty runes.
3 bounty runes, not too bad.
What was I doing?
I'm a little bit surprised that we don't see Koifa rotating up to top lane. Because I think it would be a massive advantage if they can go up to top lane and force a good team fight with their mid laner, kill our TC, take that top down. Because I don't think EG can apply the same pressure on Big King without to complete his armor. When he does, that is a very hard target to bring down. You're going to need those sort of like X, torrent boat into arrow. You're going to need that sort of like really long duration stuff.
Yeah, it's so hard to make that work for sure. It's just a little bit of a mana leak. Rarely seen, yes indeed. Paladin still have that ability. But it's kind of a little effective there against
Paddles need to use that ability more often. Right? It's free and it's obnoxious. Might as well. You're going to Blinding Light them anyway, might as well burn a little bit of mana. So they are finally going to make that smoke rotation up to top lane. Unfortunately, it is going to be too late because our TC is already backing off the jungle. Look at that. It made just a hard read.
Step live.
You don't even have, you didn't have any vision of being able to see the smoke. They just know that Lina's gone. She's probably going to be rotating over here.
Mickey now pops the phase, hasn't realizing that another rotation is going to come down into his lane, and he's going to farm up those stacks as Signia just chasing crits. Zone jungle going to place down that Observer Ward, throws an arrow to farm up creep, and gets out of dodge. So teams start doing that hang maneuver across the map as they look near each other's movements, finding out each other's jungle. See if gets caught out for it. Nope. That little creep
is under attack,
and then get pressure maybe on him.
Evil Geniuses doesn't have to remain, or has to remain more greens up because they have to play for RTC. So as a result, Liquid did get like a little bit of a farm advantage through that entire rotation, right? Most of EG had to play bottom. They didn't really go back to farming too much. Meanwhile, Koifa very quickly ditched that smoking, ditched him through the jungle. He pushed him in, he farmed a neutral camp, and so did
Radiant's bottom tower is under
definitely
attack.
Interesting. Look, these teams feel like they have similar ideas about how to play in the lane. Yeah, as they're kind of just mirroring what each other is doing and then trying to take that next step above. As Boxy rotates down here towards bottom, quite clear area too. They're going to see if they can maybe find Arteezy as he moves in to the creep wave, but the scan comes out. They knew it was coming, and maybe a bait.
Yeah, I think. Did they see the Invis rune or not?
I don't know if they did.
Dire's top
right behind those, so they know. Yeah, they're gonna push in here now, pop the Moonlight Shadow, now looking for a follow-up as they want to try and find Boxy. They don't know about Koifa. Just out of there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now they
Dire's
drop down the sentry wall.
Is under attack.
Koifa, he's looking to blow somebody up, but that Invis rune is wearing off now, and he executes that on the Boxy. In some trouble as they jump in, they drop down the Will of the Wisp. Torn comes out afterwards. Kronos is going to connect, but they're trying to play it possibly. They get the echo. Oh, Boxy, no! He didn't drop it! And Fry comes in for the save. That was so clutch, and now looking for a bit more. Ramses trying to run down Koifa, but Doesn't look like they're going to be able to find it.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
I mean, this is a tanky crew. So I'm not convinced they would have like wiped people to pieces. Maybe they would have only gotten 1 kill from it, but come on, like this is such a juicy 3-man Echo Slam. You get a chance to totem later, homie. I think maybe he got caught up into the he hit the W button before he got stunned, and then you think to yourself like, oh, I'm just gonna hit Echo Slam instead, but the enchant totem will still keep going if you don't stop that.
Take a look real quick and see if we can glean any extra info here from the replay coming in. Just trying to play around that board. The boat.
I was a little surprised he didn't pop it right here as the Torrent on the 2-man, but back into bottom where Ramses almost gets caught. But once again, he has been such an elusive offlaner for EG. He really knows when to back up. Something about the communication is just on point. The way like RTG was able to get away from that rotation up top. Ramses just only dying once so far in the off lane, despite the multiple times that Nina has tried to come over, help the lane.
So at least for now, as far as like these map movements across the whole area as we get ready for the bounty rooms, it feels like, you know, maybe EG's made a couple of outplays here or there, but it doesn't feel like there's been that big deciding difference between the two teams yet. You know, net worth lead's still less than 1,000 gold. There hasn't been that big fight.
Radiant are
Do you feel like there's one team that's more comfortable where we are in the state of the game right now?
I would be more comfortable if I was Evil Geniuses, but I don't think Liquid should be worried too much either. I mean, they have this really strong mid-game roster, and mid-game is very farmed. He's actually quite a bit ahead of RTZ, which is kind of expected given the stacks he was able to farm. That is the most farmed of everybody though, and he's about to hit his Radiance timing. That's why I would be more content if I'm EG. I know I've got this big late game threat in the Chronosphere. I know I have some answers to Chaos Knight, so I'm not that worried about, you know, him being super strong and being able to two-shot people because I've got so many answers to it.
Boxy found yet again, gonna chain frost. They find somebody on the back lines. Oh, Ruben gonna get arrowed after the fact. Yeah, that one hurt.
We all
okay. Lost your 4 and 3 position. The upside here for Liquid is they use boat, they use Chronosphere. I think you really need to try and use your level 2 Phantasm from mid-game and go for a fight. Even if you don't have your heart yet, I kind of want to see them abuse this timing of the Chronosphere being down.
That could be really nice. The dangerous part, again, as you said, is that Radiance is about to be up right now. Quite to finish off Dual Scepter as well. So that is something else. The panel mentioned it, that Koifa pretty much is the main damage dealer in this game, it feels like. And him needing to be not necessarily ahead, but at least not irrelevant. Right now it feels like he definitely still doing things in this game.
Time for a go for a smoke. Yep, 3 minutes smoke. Are they going to go into mid lane? I would like to see a successful gank on mid lane with the Phantasm turning that into a tower push. That would be the ideal for Liquid right now.
They run right into Abed. There's that Radiance Phantasm comes out. They have protection, trying to kill him off the time with the pulse buff. It's not going to do enough. They have the boat to turn it back around now. Big old World of Boots gets dropped in. A decent chunk of damage on EG. It's not looking like it's enough. They've already lost the lead, and now Coddle's dead, and, well, your big bad carry, the Chaos Knight, is going to be killed off. Terrible series of events for Liquid there.
Yeah, running into the Kunta and not being able to instant stun him is a problem, because they didn't have Rubik or Earthshaker there in that immediate part of the smoke. Rubik was around, but they couldn't instantly telekinesis. He gets off the boat. You're in big time trouble. You even saw Koifa. He front-loaded all of his damage. He threw up a Laguna Blade before the boat could get there, hoping that, hey, I've got to get as much damage in before the damage reduction kicks in. Maybe he'll blow it up and finish him off. Not even close.
It's a scary thing fighting into that lineup, and that was the fight without Chronosphere. That was the fight without, well, they had both. Still, it's feeling really rough right now for Liquid.
Yeah, now in turn, it's Evil Genius's chance to be able to get aggressive. They got Boke back up, 4 seconds into Chronosphere. I'm not sure if there's any items you're really waiting for that are super close. I guess there's just on there. That's all the stuff over But you can fight while Phantasm is down if you want.
Well, one thing to keep in mind is that you still have boat that got stolen by Rubik, and he's hanging on to it. level 2 right now.
That is a big one. That's actually really important.
That extra duration stun with Arcane Supremacy as well.
lively now. Your
Does look
admiral is
like
on board.
CK is almost got a BKB, so he was floating with the idea there of the heart for a little while.
Yeah, Liquid should definitely be with the Phantasm down and
Radiant are
some big
scanning.
items coming in. Almost the BKB, almost the Aghanim Scepter for the Earthshaker as well. Like, Boxy wasn't even close to that fight. He was continuing to farm up top lane. He was like, guys, I need my initiation item. I can't be there for you when you start that team fight.
Oh, and Nick A, some trouble. They find the X. They're getting some TPs. They're waiting already on the side. Boxy trying to play an interrupt. They have the will of the wisdom. Nick A, seeing if he can flip, but it's not going to happen. And now Boxy, who was just 500 gold away from getting that Aghanim Scepter, is also going to get broken down as they have the X pull back into the Torrent, and the Earthshaker 2 will die. Man, over and over, that kill score 5 to 10. It tells one story, but the bigger story is that it's been the Lords that have been dying, it feels like.
Look how fast he's like he finished that kill and instantly TP'd up the top lane. But just for the max efficiency of being able to push out that lane, secure top bounty runes, so hopefully they can get all full. Now Liquid's a little off kilter. They didn't have Hero's bottom, that's where they just lost their fight. But now all of EG coming forward to top lane, they're out of position to be able to get the bounties, maybe both. We'll see if Fly can actually snag. Oh, he showed himself that. You could have just grabbed the bounty rune first, Fly. You would have gotten 3 for the boys.
Oh, they pull him back in. He's gonna find a kill. Looks. Oh no! Alright, Tiger gets the jump away. Well done, well done.
Yeah, time back with the blind would be a pretty long jump. I mean, do you feel it, Lyric? It just feels like in this series, like EG just keeps on hitting Liquid, and they can't seem to fully recover. You know, I've only seen one smoke gank, and they happen to run into Kunkka mid. Like that was really, really shitty. But other than that, it always feels like they're a bit out of position. They're not ready for this fight that's coming towards them, and EG is just fast pace, fast pace, fast pace. Even with this Void lineup, we are still moving around the map.
Dyer's
That
bottom
to me is the
tower
most
under
key
attack.
part of it, is that fast movement that you're talking about, that Grant was talking about earlier, that you need to do if you're going to win, is because he thought about dropping the Chronosphere there. It just feels like, I think back again to that movement that Abed made when he went top on the Kunkka, found the kill on the Boxy, and it was like 30 seconds after that when Quickfoe was making his move. They're just one step behind, it feels like, of this Evil Geniuses roster that it's been looking good. People have been saying it for a while, and it's for a reason. They look very solid.
Okay. Aghanim's is up. BKB is up. Aghanim's on Lina is a bit far away, so I'm not sure if you can really wait for that one.
1,500 gold away. Maybe you get the back.
And I'm not sure if you smoke right now because EG does know you're all up here.
Torrent.
lively now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Had an inkling that somebody was going to be hanging out over on that side as they're pushing down bottom lane. The other side of this is EG does pick up a mechanism on the Mirana. Crit is very formed.
When you're feeling stronger than the enemy team, and you start pushing in, what you want to do is control 2 lanes at once. So if you look at the words, that will show you exactly how EG kind of positions themselves as well. One at bot lane to see if they're going to be defending tier 2, and one near this mid lane. They want to keep that mid lane pushed in as much as possible. See, Crit's even going to go back for it to make sure that it does push in. That way they still hold the lead for the mid lane. They can now funnel back as a 5-man, see if they can maybe find a fight here. Not necessarily looking to go into that triangle high ground though. That can be a death sentence for you, but we'll see.
How many times have we seen this movement with the Moonlight Shadow, trying to find somebody lingering behind? Likewise,
Radiant
though,
are scanning.
going to back out themselves. They're underneath the ward right now as they pass by. They could be going for a smoke play here themselves. Pings come out. They might have an idea that the ward is there. Everybody gets together. EG have full vision. They know exactly what's going on. Although, as I say that, Ramses walks in, already has his status resistance on him. Now the boat pulls back in on the Quakeba. Quakeba trying to run away, seeing if they can control a Fly. The time dilation, it hurt the Aghanim Earthshaker so badly, and Fly gonna give him the tip afterwards. They have the Will of the Wisp for the chase down. Boxy got to cast 1 enchant totem, and is now getting beaten down. On the other side, Abed is fairly low, but still with that working through it. Nikkei hoping to make something happen here. They get the kill on Ramses, but finally that Chronosphere comes back out. Is there anything small that Nikkei still working for Nikkei? even further. They kill off that CK. That was supposed to be a Liquid fight, but it just wasn't.
The slick moves by Fly there, dodging Boxy's aggressive enchant totem. He really wanted to be able to catch that Lich, but I don't know, it just felt like they maybe need to play a little bit more together. I think Boxy got a little bit too far ahead of himself, probably thinking that it was just going to be like a fast kill that he can get and then rejoin his team afterwards. But they need his disables, right? They need that control all in one area. Will-O-Wisp with the Phantasm, and would hope that Aghanim Scepter soon for him.
The other thing too about this is you can see immediately Boxy is going to queue up a BKB because he can't deal with time dilation.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have an answer. And now they're chasing down Taiga, trying to run away. Arrow, a little bit of the zombie arrow there. He throws one back now on as the X is going to come on out. Boxy again, caught by that time dilation. He doesn't have an answer. Can't go anywhere. Only thing left to him is Echo Slam, which does not feel that great as they kill off that Earthshaker. Never have I seen 4,200 gold spent in a way that felt less than so. Smith-K is going to get bashed down to dead and dusted. Liquid lose another triple kill for Arteezy. My God, they're just destroying them.
I feel pretty strongly about this. I think Boxy needed to go play Dagger in this game. I don't think you can go Aghanim Scepter for a couple reasons. First of all, Initiation really telekinetic. We've seen that twice now in these fights. He gets Sinister Gaze. Second of all, well, you're facing up against the Faceless Void. So the whole idea of your Aghanim Scepter allowing you to play in and out of team fights is completely killed. Third of all, if you remember, when they went for that smoke gank around mid, he was farming top because he was about halfway to his Aghanim Scepter, which is a Blink Dagger. Half of your Aghanim Scepter, that would be a Blink Dagger right there. I think item choice doesn't really do them any favors. It's certainly not the thing that's losing them the game straight up, though, because EG is still just feels like they're completely routing Liquid every single time until that happens.
It wouldn't be an Arteezy Void game without that. At least one of them.
Yeah, well, he's playing Void, so at least he can't get low.
That's true. They give him the tip. All right, that's fair enough. Abed also gives him the tip. That's how it goes.
Yeah, the problem is he just used Chronosphere, but he's not afraid of fighting you. Nice arrow. Good read, great ward being placed on the low ground.
Right as Mickey wanted to go in, Boxy tries to go for the jump. They get the control for a moment. Can't find another one. It's looking like a decent fight for Liquid. The blinding light pushback, but again, that time dilation, somewhat frustrating to play against.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, you didn't die. That's the upside for Liquid. Because they didn't have Chronosphere, so you didn't die.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Drag back and creep over to the side. It feels like EG just kind of been playing in this high ground area right on top of Liquid Shrine for the past 4 or 5 minutes. There's nothing really EG needs to do. They're just sort of out farming them and pushing down towers.
It's the same principle as when they were pushing to bottom. Control the 2 lanes, keep it pushed in. Don't let it push too far out so you don't have to split up.
Mickey is just getting bullied down here, it feels like. Boxy maybe looking for an initiation if things get a little bit testy. The Fisher have already thrown out now, and the Force Staff trying to keep him alive. He pops the BKB to run away, but he's still in so much trouble. Oh, good catch there, as they're able to stop Arteezy from chasing in on the Mickey.
I just can't believe how aggressive EG's playing without Chronosphere. They're just like, they really want to fight right now. Because, they do have that Aegis. Just makes me really fear for Liquid here in 30 seconds.
Dude, it has that feeling like EG might not cross the river back onto their side again for the rest of this game.
Maintaining utter dominance, they're going to use the last little bit of the Aegis here to really pressure the tower. Will take away that Curse Life.
Still at a minute left, but yeah, can back on out now as they've used Laguna Blade. Liquid still stuck in their base. Can they make something happen? The jump out with the smoke working. Boxy about to break on it. Gotta be careful. The jump forward looking for a bit more. No, but they pull him back in so they can't chain stun it out. Torrent gonna be off the mark. Boxy still chasing there. Arteezy shows up though, and he's got the Chronosphere. They hit onto Instania. Solo Chrono for him. Doesn't feel great, but there's no buyback on the Coddle, so they won't have a Will-O-Wisp for high ground defense if it comes.
Okay. You didn't use your Phantasm, and they used Chronosphere, and they don't have Aegis anymore. When Coddle is back up, can you go fight? Do you have another smoke? They do have another smoke from Taiga, so they need to push out mid lane a little bit, back up, smoke. The problem is that EG has such good aggressive vision right now, it becomes a little obvious, especially if they just keep on playing on this high ground. It's a hard area to push to. It pretty much negates a smoke advantage, right? Which is usually a vision of the enemy first, or you're gonna, you're better grouped up and stuff like that. When you fight into the high ground with your smoke, it just loses all of that potency. So they're gonna go to the bottom right instead because that lane was already pushing out. Boxy's gonna push out even further, so it hits the tier 2. Ideally, someone from EG says, "Oh, I gotta go get that lane for us, guys." They're gonna go back up and maybe they can get a pick, or around bounty runes as well. But EG not splitting up, staying grouped up, much like they did in like that 15-minute bounty runes. They had control over the bottom lane, they swept it to top. Now this is the reverse play.
And they had to anticipate, I'm sure that this is only going to be a B, and on top of him right at the start, you don't jump in. Can they bring him down in time though? It's pretty freaking low. Ramsey manages to get away, and there's going to be the GA trying to run, but it's not looking all that great. Mickey controlled bash, and his armor is wearing down as the CK is going to get finished. And now Crit got his eyes on Insania, leaps on top of him, and the poor old man gonna be hunted down by the Priestess of the Moon. One more arrow for good measure, because why not? EG are looking so freaking good right now, as eventually they get the pull back in, and then kill off onto Taiga. Triple kill for Abed.
Bonds will break.
Has Boxy cast an Echo Slam? More than one?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know.
RTZ managed to get up his somewhere in what was supposed to be a chain stun, and he didn't have Satanic back then. Now he does, so 30% status resistance is very tough for Shakers to be able to keep people chain stun with that. So pretty much expect he's always going to get to be Satanic. He already had status resistance thanks to the Omni Knight before. You also have, like, again, the Frost Shield save. You're just not going to be able to burst this guy down, and a Chronosphere is probably your death sentence.
They can do it now. He is down somewhat low HP. Maybe going to look for a stun, but the BKB is available. They're shaking, thinking about jumping on top. Fissure to go in. The Echo Slam combination to get the kill. Okay. Not bad. Now the Chain Frost comes afterwards, and EG just going to try and back out.
All right, they had to throw everything and the kitchen sink at him. They have the Aghanim Scepter Laguna Blade that definitely sealed the deal for him there, because RTZ managed to get out the BKB, but nothing else.
Do you think he like yelled out "time dilate this" when he did it? Do you think that's what's going on? I'm tired of your shit.
He throws up the middle fingers at his monitor.
That's gotta be, it's like low-key one of the most annoying spells to play against, I'm sure.
Does that make RTZ one of the agents from the Matrix?
Probably. And Boxy is Trinity, exactly. That all makes sense now.
That shrine has fallen.
Well, even with RTZ down,
Surrender to the omniscient.
see this Moonlight Shadow, they're really gonna go for it. They're gonna try and get like some sort of pick-off here on Quipa. And they might just be able to get it.
Oh no. Oh no, the arrow. Oh god, and now they drop down the will of the wisp. Boats already come out. Stolen boat. Maybe a chance, maybe a hope, maybe a prayer. Or maybe it's all for naught as Quake tries to run away. Fly did go down, but they've got the X now. And as they get the pullback in, and a second arrow for Quakeva right in his dome. That man is dead. They popped the Phantasm to try and chase Boxy, making a little bit of chaos. They don't have time dilation for this fight, but the GA has already come out. Stolen GA. All right, Rubik doing absolutely everything that he can in this one as they try to bring down Crypt, but it's not going to happen. The GA comes out, another X on the Mickey. Bunch there, coming from Crit, still living. BKB finally coming out, but he's now bashed. Sure, Chase looking for more. They've got under control. Everything thrown out on them again, but there's going to be the Chronosphere on the backlines. Is it going to be enough to take them all down? BKB chase down, kill off that Rubik, and it was a beautiful chrono coming from Artesia. They find another one, and EG again. Just too much to deal with.
I like the way Artesia separated himself away from the Kunkka, said, sorry buddy, sorry Abed, but you're going to be the one taking all of the damage coming in from Liquid. I'm going to back up, reset. And Insania, he's just trying to pull the creep away. He's trying to buy his team more time to come back because they don't have buybacks on Koifa.
And you just see the movement down the mid lane. Not too much concern. They've got
Radiant structures.
Heavenly Grace stolen again, but they just don't have the damage that they need right now. And well, they found him in some trouble. Arrow goes out. Heavenly Grace just a little bit early, but the status resistance still going to be something to work with at the very least. 4 seconds stun, but the back away and take it back.
And Boxy can only sit there and watch because he was time dilated. He couldn't do his usual enchant totem plays. He still does not have BKB.
Radiant's middle
Rough times. Tough stuff indeed as a 27,000 gold lead. This game number 2, EG, looking to try and secure a top 4 finish at the very least at the MDL do major. Boxy, maybe one last hurrah here. See if they can do something. But Abed, yeah, they back out.
Oh, and Arteezy just managed to jump right on top of him. Found that pesky Earthshaker's been hiding away in the trees. Torrent being able to knock him up. He does have that Heavenly Grace though. That allowed him to get away.
No fuss, no muss. They're not that concerned at all. Jump in, enchant totem. That'll on cooldown 6 more seconds. They have the Wolfwoods, but the BKB is already out there. From the void, Oxy jumps into the air only to be pulled back down to ground as the buyback comes in the end there. They kill off yet another. Can they find any more? The time walk away. They can't get that kill. Another GA is out. Sick of forking them. Liquid are feeling done.
Okay, Boxy, one last hurrah with the Echo Sand. Maybe Nikkei can get 1 kill out of here, but there goes the Guardian Angel, and that just kills all the damage. This Chaos Knight feels completely neutered by this much physical damage resistance and straight up immunity from the Omni Knight. Just can't do anything. He goes for a stun on somebody.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Discover what lies beyond.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Wise hunter knows patience.
Dire structures are fortified.
Touché!
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now rekindled. Over here! What's up?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yes.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Bountiful. Illusion.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack. Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
A healing hand. Over here now. Limbs fly.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack. Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
once more. Illusion.
You can run, but you can't hide. Killing spree. Zip zap!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
I'm over here!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Trickster's Rune of Illusion.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Over here now!
You can use more.
Radiant's bottom barracks
Double damage!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Invisibility! Bountiful! We'll take that!
Yes! Haha!
Radiant are scanning. Dire are scanning.
My thrift rewarded.
Just business. Nothing.
Your place is here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Let's learn from our failures.
Double damage impact.
What the?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's ancient is under attack.
Thanks.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.